Now, is there any evidence of this code 666 before it was mentioned in Revelation? There is. Let me give you a simple example. You yourself are a code of heaven. As you stand, you have your legs, which is the lower body, you have your head, and you have your upper body, 3. These things are divided into 24. For example, you have your hair, which is the head, your face, and your neck, 3. And within your head, you have the brain. And in your brain, there is 2 sides, the left and the right one, and the thinking brain. So in this section alone, there are 6 parts. What about the lower body? The lower body, you have your legs. In these legs, from the hip bone or the hip joint, you have the knees and you have the ankle. 3 major joints. You have your limbs, your thighs, your buttress, we call it a buttress, and you have your feet where the toes are. 3 plus 3 is what? Is 6. That's only on your right leg. On your left leg, 3 plus 3 is 6. So your lower body has a code of 12. Your upper body has a code of 12 as well. That is why your hands, you have the shoulder, you have the elbow, you have the wrist, 3. You have this part, you have that, and you have this. What is that? 6. Same thing applies this side. Code 24. The man was created on day 6. He was given the code 6, and his name was 6. And to complete his design, the Lord created the day 7, to which is the last code that makes him full and 24. How they've been controlling us through the education, through the food, and through politics. When I say politics, I combine both the religious politics and the governmental politics. How was this done? They control us, and they've been influencing us through the second 666, which is the political, the economic, and the governmental. For example, London is where the World Bank is. The Vatican is where the religion is. DC, Washington DC, the White House, is where the politics is. That is how they're controlling the world. So from there, the 6 has been dividing. These 3 6s have been completed. What's left is the final one. So the whole world will worship. That is why the aim of the last 6 is to worship. If they would put chips in us, trying to control us, is doing what? Trying to worship us. If they would put the mark of the beast on us, what is they trying to do? They're trying to make us worship them. So this is all about worship. This is a spiritual warfare. It is not just a simple mark of the beast. There is more to this. If you would take time and follow me, and I have a book and I speak of these things. The numbers, because numbers have meanings. For when you speak a sentence, the sentence can be broken down into words. Those words can be broken down into letters. The letters represent numbers. For the letter A represents the number A. That is why sometimes the letter I represents the word eyes. It can also represent the number 1. That is why the book of Revelation says, those who are wise and intellectual must count the number of the beast, because the number is 666. They must account for it to get the name, for the number 666 is a number that represents a name, and we must bring the name. But now for us to be able to do that, I have a series to which I speak of taking the Bible and putting it into context, putting it into the understanding of what was happening there, where we put ourselves in the shoes of whoever was writing. For example, Moses. I start with Moses, with the book of Genesis. For if we are to understand the book of Revelation, we need to start with the book of Genesis.